Connor Rogers here from the NFL Combine alongside Joshua Perry and San Diego State corner Cris Johnson. Cris, we were saying when we sat down, you're one of the guys you've just been rolling right from the season to Senior Bowl, now to here.
Yes, sir.
How's the whirlwind going for you so far?
Yeah, it's going good, man. Just taking it all in, man. I feel like that's the experience you want to be able to enjoy after a good college season.
At the Senior Bowl, one of the great things is you get to meet a lot of the coaches and the personnel that are already here. What kind of feedback did you hear from them after your week there?
Yeah, definitely a lot of good and a lot of bad. You know, I like to be able to take the constructive criticism from the coaches, and I honestly enjoy hearing that more than the praise, just because I'm always working on my game. So they gave me a lot of good tips to learn from and a lot of things I can work on.
I like your story because we're kind of seeing guys, and I get it, jump around, transfer portal, and maximize that. You're from California, right?
Yes, sir.
And you did all 4 years at San Diego State, 2023 special teams player for that school,
Yes, sir.
and then developed into a full-time starter for multiple years. What was it about being at one program that helped you develop over time like that?
Yeah, I feel like the main thing was kind of just me trusting the process. Like, I got there with a stacked room with a bunch of vets, and, you know, it's easy to want to, get out of there and go somewhere where you could play, but – I was kind of raised differently by my dad, and, stay patient. Your time will come, and that's exactly what I did. Like you said, in 23, special team player of the year. I played on all 4 special teams, and that's all I did, and I enjoyed that. And, I felt like I fit right in with the vets in the room, being able to help the team on special teams.
What'd you learn from the vets in the room? Like, I think one of the great things as a young player is when you've got guys who can really lean into you. What did they teach you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely just by learning, by seeing what they're doing, learning a lot of good things and also a lot of bad things that I could not do.
Right.
And it's kind of just like a cheat sheet right in front of you, especially when there's kind of no pressure on you being a youngster in the room. So I'm just sitting there soaking in all the information, obviously, like things I should do and things I shouldn't do.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Everybody was so excited to see you at the Senior Bowl because they thought it would be a different environment of competition. Who stood out to you there, and what were some of the great battles that you enjoyed in the one-on-ones?
Yeah, definitely all the receivers there were really good, man. Off the top of my head, I'd probably say Caleb Douglas was pretty good. Yeah, he was solid.
Yeah, we've heard that name brought up here on this desk already today.
So I wanted to ask you, just looking at your tape, you play some off technique, and one of the most difficult things, my cornerbacks coach in college used to say it all the time. He's like, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about anything, because if you off-man coverage is the hardest thing. If you don't have to play that technique, you don't get to complain. What is it about how you prepare that allows you to be so good in your off coverage?
Yeah, it definitely starts like off the field. Just understanding what routes the team likes to run and what defense we're going to run, and that just helps me eliminate half the route tree, essentially. You know what I mean? If some teams don't run a lot of in breakers or out breakers, and that stuff you could pick up on. Same thing, seeing the splits, understand what the offense is trying to do, whether it's third down, third and long, third and short, second and short, what they like to do. So being off just I feel like that just helps me. I get to look at the quarterback a little bit more than if I'm pressed too, and
Yeah.
We saw in your player bio your favorite player is Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
What is it about him? I mean, he's a loud guy, vocal guy, great player, versatile, but what is it for you that really stands out with him?
Yeah, definitely just something that stands out is just his physicality, man, that he brings to the corner. And, a lot of times there's guys who cover really well, but they're just not as physical. And I feel like he embodies both of those. Like you say, he pops it all the time. He talks his talk, and I respect that.
You're a technician as a player, so take me through maybe some processes or routines that you have to make sure your technique can be on point.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely starts in practice, man. Just taking every rep, every practice rep in individuals, being serious about that, because that directly reflects my game. If I'm slacking in the drills, I'm going to be slacking in the game. And that's something that, even though we changed staffs a few times, I was blessed to have the same corner coach. So he got to watch me since I was a youngin', and he could tell, my work ethic. And I could tell my difference between freshman year and now. Just, I'm still working as hard, but I'm slowly just getting better and better. Keep doing the same things.
So now the training goes from all football to athletic testing, a little bit different. We had some of the big guys on here yesterday. They're like, I'm learning how to basically be a track guy at 300-plus pounds. I think it's a little easier for your DBs. But what's the day-to-day like right now compared to in season?
Yeah, it's very much different. Like, we're even wearing different kinds of cleats. You're not wearing, agility cleats. You're wearing little tiny 40 cleats to be able to run faster. My day-to-day it's a lot of medical work, a lot of recovery work, staying in peak shape, hitting the field and it's more running. You know, usually I'm more of a hit the field and do footwork kind of guy. So like you said, it's definitely changing gears. But I've enjoyed this process and I'm ready to, you know, show it on the field.
What's been your favorite part of the process? Like I know for a lot of guys, it's meeting players that they've competed against. I know for other people, it's getting out of town maybe and going somewhere different. What have you enjoyed the most?
Yeah, I say a little bit of both, man. I was really excited to meet the new guys that I be training with, and I develop close relationships with them. And also, you know, I'm blessed to be working out in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
So that's a lovely spot to be.
Who are some of the guys that you're training with right now that you've developed relationships with?
Mike Coates, corner from West Virginia, Razul Faison from South Carolina, and Seth McGowan from Kentucky.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right, Cris Johnson, what do you do off the field, man? What are the hobbies? You can't be ball all the time.
Yeah, I'm really a homebody, man. Obviously, I like to play video games. I'm kind of into my car. I haven't really got the chance to really work on it as much as I wanted to, just because, you know, we're pretty busy with this stuff. But that's definitely one of my goals, to be able to, you know, suit my car up myself, not take it to a shop or anything.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy, like, watching shows with my girl, going out to eat, going to brunch spots. So, yeah.
What kind of car is it?
Mustang.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice. What year?
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Are we going to be, like, deep on YouTube learning how to do everything? Is that, like, that's how it is
sure.
when you're an adult. You're like, rather than pay someone, let's see if I can do this myself. What would be all right, so you get the first rookie paycheck. What's the first thing you're like, I want to do this to the car?
I don't know, because there's some things that I could do to it, but it would just, like, you could throw a supercharger on it, but I don't know if I need that kind of, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to play it cool. I probably might get some new wheels or some new rims. Yes, sir.
Said if I have a supercharger, I'm going to use it.
Yeah. That's good self-control.
It is.
NFL teams will really like to hear that. Cris Johnson, corner out of San Diego State, man. We've loved watching you play, and we can't wait to see you at the next level.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.